I hope you can see. It's so wet. I've never done this on this camera before, so I'm hoping you can see what I have going on. I am 2.5 years since I started my Sisterlocks, and what I'm planning to do for this update is I need to do the retie. So this is the beginning, and then I want to do my first twist out. A few weeks ago I did a test of a couple of there was the same twisting method, but I was really trying to find how I wanted to keep the ends from unraveling, because I don't go tight on my ends. I just don't want them to get all tangled, especially for the areas where, like, I have a few, like, it's just, I just don't want to get them tangled. So what I did is I purchased some clips. I wasn't planning to take this out, but might as well. I keep all of my goodies here. And I bought some clips. So I tried just clamping them off with, or on the ends with, bobby pins. I tried rubber bands. I tried twisting them on themselves. I tried a roller, like the satin covered rollers. I tried, the only thing I didn't try, I did not try the perm rod, even though I kind of considered it. But after I turned them on themselves, I just don't feel like I have enough length to do that and look nice the way that I would like. So I purchased these clips because I had some old ones. It's trying to focus on me. But y'all know what these look like. There we go. See? So, I bought these because I had some old ones and I tried it on there, and I realized that these worked perfectly. And also because when I was finished, I was able to still put them like up in a bun and put my head wrap on. So what I'm going to do is just real quick. Okay, I'm going to give you a view. That's why I wanted to do it with this camera. Just to look at it up close. My hair. It's been probably about 6 weeks since I did a retie. I hope you can see. I've started in some of the areas in the back. So let me just, I hope you can see. I do my reties back to front. I usually try my best to not go over a couple of days when I start to end, because sometimes it just means I need to do a little bit at a time, but this time it's been, so I'm going to get it all done. I know when it's time to retie not by, I don't put my hair back, not by the date anymore. I used to go by a date. I would put it on my calendar and then just do it 6 weeks out so that I would not forget. Which you can't forget, but I just didn't realize, like, still just trying to get adjusted to how my hair differs with Sisterlocks than my last set of locks, because they are smaller than the last set, probably almost like a half the size or smaller than my original locks. So I used to just do it on a date and put it on my calendar. And now what I do is I go by the way that it feels. For the most part, like, you know, when you, or you don't know, or you might know, you finger style, you manipulate, move to the side, you know, identify your parts, so on and so forth. When I start doing that and I feel any type of a snag, or when my fingers go through and it's, you know, it's brushing a lot of smooth space where my hair is grown, what I do then is that's when I know it's time to kind of start preparing. Also, I usually will know because I do a full wash and everything probably now it's been about every 10 days or so. But I have been rinsing more frequently. And so again, that's when you start knowing, like, you can feel the difference. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this retie, twist my hair, and then I'm going to take it from there. And I'm going to record this video over time because I will be doing it over the next few days. And so that's what I'm going to do. One of the things that I don't want to do this. One of the things that I have to do is when my hair is in need of a retie like it is now, I have to put my hair in a head wrap. Do I want to do this? I think I do want to do this. I have to put my hair in a head wrap because I find that while I'm working or while I'm writing, I will, there you go, I will play in my roots for some reason, like just rubbing. I don't know why I do that. Rubbing on the new growth. I don't know why I do it. And so because I do that, it means that I tie my hair up completely while I am in the middle of doing a retie, because I have to keep my hands out of my hair. So, and this is the way that I know I cannot get to it at all. And it just helps. So that, because I do it unknowingly, and since I do it unknowingly, this is how I keep it. So I'm off. I have to get ready to do work. If you're watching my vlogs, I'm on my way into the office, and I will get back to work on it actually this weekend, because right now it is I can't work and do it now. I'm just finishing this up and I will be back. This is a simple head wrap. Not too tight. Looks cute when you put your earrings on. It's not warm, and it's like, it works. So I'm gonna get to work and I will do my retie, come back. So I am back. My plan was to do a twist out, and this is actually probably about almost 2 weeks later, maybe 10 days, somewhere in there. But I wanted to go ahead and do this video because I just washed my hair, and I'm not going to do the twist out. I want to, but just my workout schedule and what your girl is trying to do in her whole entire life means that I don't want to spend all that work doing the twist out right now and have to just wash it out in a few days, because I am a person that sweats in my head. So what I want to do instead is I will kind of do a turnaround. In this light, you actually still see my color. I've been really considering if I want to do it again with the winter months coming up. And I kind of low-key feel like I have hit another milestone, which I will tell you about. So what I want to cover in this video is showing you what I'm currently using for my shampoo. I want to talk you through a little bit of how I do it, because I'm finding that I love the process. And it does not take forever. And I had to figure that out because I am having to wash my hair more frequently with running again. So, and because I sweat in my head, I'm running more often. That just means you don't want your situation smelling, right? And you want to make sure your scalp is clean. Making sure your scalp is clean and healthy is always going to be the best way to get to your goals. And y'all, right now, I'm being extra, y'all, because I had a good run. I got energy, so we're about to do this. So what am I using? Much has not changed. I'm still using apple cider vinegar, but if I don't have enough time to spray it on there and leave it on for a little while, I will skip that step if I know that I'm going to be using my Neutrogena shampoo. Love this shampoo. I'm going to tell you how I use this, because when I use the Neutrogena, I also use the Carol's Daughter, and my Carol's Daughter looks like this, but let me grab it. My Carol's Daughter, Black Vanilla, love it as well. I've told you guys before, I do not like this pump. It died a long time ago, but replacing it with this bottle, this is the nighttime bottle version of the Clear and Clean, which is what I use on my face. Y'all, this bottle is the truth. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that I had to change to this bottle. And I'm going to tell you how I do that. When it comes to my leave-in conditioner, because I do use a leave-in conditioner, I use the Carol's Daughter, and I also now use periodically the rose water. And usually it's because I'm spraying my face, and because I'm spraying my face, I'll kind of get across the front, especially if I know it's a day when I am going to treat my sides. I will show you those products. That is the benefit of being in the bathroom. And I've showed you guys this before. I use the Fertilizing Temple Balm, and I use the Rosemary Essential Oils. Oh, I guess I could. No, I'm not letting it focus. Rosemary Essential Oils. And then the last product or technically product that I use on my hair is this spray, which is a spray that I make. It has vitamin E, aloe vera juice, distilled water, peppermint, tea tree, rosemary, and there's one more, and I can't think about what it is off the top of my head, but I've used a similar spray for years. And also plain water. And so those are all the products that I use on my hair. So today, the way that I do my shampoo is, or a wash when I know I'm going to use the Neutrogena, is I will take my hair. Oh, before I do that, let me just go ahead and do the turnaround. I'm going to do it like this to kind of get us closer. So here is up close just a little bit. Y'all, I'm loving my hair. And here it is on this side, even with the color. And so let me see if I can kind of turn. I hope you can see. It's so wet. If you could see it. So how do I do the shampoo? Number one, what I do, especially when I don't have time to prep, I try my best to limit the prep time of doing a shampoo, because usually it's after a long run, and after a long run I've already kind of extended my morning routine almost to capacity, so I can't be in the shower forever. Yes, I wash my hair in the shower. Sometimes I do it in the sink, but it just seems like too much work. So I do it in the shower. Okay, so what I do is I split my hair in half as much as I can. I will take my hair and I put it into a loose twist. Now, I have little butterfly clips that I keep in the shower. I have one here. This type, or these little clamps. I like to use these. What I do is I like to twist down as far as I can, and really when I clip this, I want to clip it towards the end so it catches these ends, so it pretty much will hold it like this, right? And I put it up to the top of my head. Then I start on the first side. Now, if you have really thick hair, you may usually, you know, work to have 4 sections or 6 sections, you know, if you have really thick hair. I think the method that I'm going to tell you all about today, I'm just doing that, can be done in 2, even if you have thick hair. And I'm going to explain why or how I think you can do that. So what I do is I wet my hair. I go through with the pads of my finger and I go underneath and I get really good against my scalp. I go from the top and I get near all the way through the part section like this. And when I do it with my fingers, what I'm feeling for is if I have any sort of residue or anything on my scalp. Again, remember, I'm a sweater. So I keep doing that until it feels just pretty much already clean on its own. And then, you know, also you have natural oils that your scalp is, you know, builds. So I do that and I get it really good. Then what I do is I take the Neutrogena. This is on a day when I'm doing Neutrogena. I don't do this every shampoo. I run it across the pads of my fingers like this. And then what I do is I take my fingers and I lightly do like this. I don't want the shampoo to go past the pads of my fingers. And here's why. I'll take my first one and I'll do it all the way down the center. Then I'll lift my hair and I'll take this one and I'll go all the way around the edge. I do this because I feel like that's where, if you have products, makeup, extra spray, oils or whatever, it's going to catch here. Because it's closest to your face, and back here because it's closest to your clothes, your neck, your lotion that you use on your body, your shea butter, whatever. It's going to be closest to those edges. Then what I do is usually you still have shampoo there. So I'll do it a little bit. I'm not doing it to rub it in, of course. You're doing it to distribute. But I don't want it to go past, honestly, this portion of my fingers. Then what I do is I stick it underneath and I go all over my scalp. I take the top hand and I do the same thing. And I'm scrubbing with the pads of your fingers. Then what I'll do is I'll keep doing that for a while. Do it. Then I rinse it out really good. And as I rinse it out, I'm squeezing down. Rinse. Then I go down. Okay? And I'll do that. Now, if I'm in a hurry, I only do that once. But then what I do is I get my Carol's Daughter. Now with this, I do the second because I kind of feel like this is a moisturizing shampoo. So that keeps me from having to use the Neutrogena twice. I don't want my hair dry. I want my hair clean. And so what I do with this is I do, if it's been a while, I'll do 2 pumps. If it's been not that long, I'll do 1 pump. But in real talk, I usually just do 2 pumps because I normally can't remember. So I do 2 pumps of the Carol's Daughter. And when I take those pumps, I rub it in my hand like this, again lightly, right? Then I do the same thing. So I'm taking my hand, I'm running it down the part, lift it, run it. And then what I do is instead of getting in there originally with the pads of my fingers, I take my hand and I put it on my hair like this. And I rub like this. Remember, when you have locks, it's like you have a million, well, for me, 300 little sponges, right? And I do this and I do this. Then what I do is I get in there with my pads again and kind of get it real good. And then after that, I'm rubbing it like this. And then I'm running it down, squeeze, run it. And I'm not under the water here. I'm just letting the shampoo do its thing. I rub it. squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until I feel like it's good. Now, when you do that after the new Neutrogena, real talk, you're going to probably have all kinds of bubbles and suds, and you just rub those bubbles and suds all the way through. And then after that, I do a really, 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 really good rinse. And once I do that, that is it. It is done. I take it. I loosely do this side just like I did the other side. I take it to the top. Now, if you don't have these clips, you can also use these clips. And that's it. And then I go to the other side and I do the same thing. Now, when I get out of the shower, that means I have two like this. I take a t-shirt, turn my head forward, wrap it up, and then let my hair sit under that t-shirt while I moisturize my body. Now, one of the things I've never really heard anybody say, but I think it should be important to note, if you moisturize your body with lotions and oils and shea butter and all those things, when you get ready to do your hair, you need to wash your hands. You know, I remember one time because my hair, girl, first, y'all see this? Look, it's hanging. I got real hang time. I was going to, it was in the way because I was going to put lotion across, you know, my shoulder blades. And I realized, oh my goodness, like my hair is right there. And that's one of the reasons why I keep my hair up when I get out of the shower. And usually when I'm taking my shower and it's not a wash day, I do a high bun, making sure I catch the ends. And I will put a loose ponytail holder like that. And then I'll take one more that's usually a fairly new one. And I put it over one more time to catch those ends. And this is the way that I shower. So that when I get out, there's nothing on my neck. It's not going to get any of my body wash. It's not going to get any of my lotion or any of my oils that I put on my skin. When I wash my face, well, because I do it in the shower, and then in the morning I do it, of course, at the sink. Same thing, ensuring that it's not catching any type of products or anything from washing my face. So I do this. And I don't care if your hair, I mean, honestly, even if my hair wouldn't follow my face, I do this. And this is the way that I wash my face. And then I do the same thing when I'm doing my makeup unless I'm in a hurry. So that's why it's important to kind of pay attention, you know, what I'm doing. And I keep these clips here just for that reason. So when I'm finished, the towel comes off. I take the t-shirt off. And then what I do is I take my hair, I take the t-shirt, my hands are wrapped around the t-shirt, and I do this. Now, I like to do this because I feel like it flubs, it dries, it does it all at the same time. I do it from this side, and then I make sure I go through and I squeeze, 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 squeeze. I turn my head over. I do the same thing from the front. And then I'm done. So like now what I'm about to do is kind of just put the leave-in conditioner. You don't have to, but I like to because, again, I do color treat my hair. I sweat a lot. And usually, because I work out in the mornings and we take an evening walk, my husband and I, that means the likelihood that I've been sweaty twice is high. And I don't do this every day, but I do my spray just about every day because that's kind of really honestly my growth spray. And then I take this. I'm looking in the mirror, y'all. Now, one of the things, I don't know if I said it. So this is 30 months for me since I started my Sisterlocks. And it has been going great. I'm loving the growth. I'm loving the progress. Even the self-tying. I'm enjoying that. Honestly, like you hear a lot of times, I wish I would have done it sooner. One of the things that I would say right now is an epic milestone. And I have a few that are like this from where I combined one of the little ones. So I will get the ones that are right on top. When, you know, you feel like you wish you would have done it sooner. And I didn't, of course. But yeah, I love it. I also feel like the milestones that I've experienced since the last time that I did an update is that I don't have to style my hair. And what I mean by that is when my hair was shorter, because I had that fro hawk, if you go back to my earlier videos, you know that I had to style my hair because they were so short and it would just stick up. Now I literally, so for all those people that have hair when they get their sister locks, y'all had it made and y'all ain't even tell us, be honest, right? So I can now get up and literally go. I spray, and I usually spray my hair with water just so that I can get the weight of it so that it will just lay. And this is it. You know, as I've showed you guys before, I'll do my sides immediate or like after I wash my hair, but like now I'm not. I'm just gonna let it stay. And I guess I should get up close. You guys, it's growing in a lot. And it may not look like it because you're gonna catch the shine because of my scalp, because there's certain areas where I don't get much. But now I really can style it to where it's really, you'll see it, but it's not as noticeable. But this is what I love about length. And this is why when I had my other locks, people really didn't know unless I pulled it back, because you really can't see anything. So yeah, this is like it's a milestone of, you know, first it was the pony struggle bun. Now I can do the bun without kind of doing the bun trick, which is good. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I don't have anything else to say about that. I haven't had a whole lot of questions, but if I do, I'll come back. My reties have been the same. have been just watching a little more because I have to watch it more frequently because of my workouts. I have been going back and forth as to whether I want to add some lock jewelry, and I found some really cute like little beads that I'm thinking about putting on, but I'm on the fence about it. But I've already purchased them, so I'm thinking about it. And what I've decided is that when I do it, or if I do it, I'm gonna pick the locks that kind of have puffy ends, because I'm still trying to decide. Let's see, like this, I'm still trying to decide if I want to cut them off. Here's another one. Like, see the difference? Let me see the difference, how it's like really skinny and then it gets puffy because it's trying to look at me. And I have quite a few that are like that, but as my hair, a few months ago, it seemed like it was more noticeable, but I think the more that my hair grows out, you really can't tell. So like now I can't tell. I know where they are. Like I have a couple that are really like this one. See, but it's not bad. And so what I do to like this one, and I think that's why they're kind of going down too, is when I find where one is, I actually rub it between my fingers just to kind of press those hairs down together. And it's been helping quite a bit. So now that it's not noticeable, I'm not even worried about it anymore. But I think that's it. So that is what I do. Right now I'm washing probably every 7 to 10 days, sometimes sooner, and I do scalp rinses in between. So the first stage of me going in with the pads of my fingers and just kind of making sure there's no residue or anything there. That's kind of what I do when I do a quick rinse, and I do that probably every 3 days, maybe 4. That's it. That's it. So now this is kind of it, like this, when I'm working, and you'll see pretty much in my vlogs, if you're watching them. Hey, thanks for the support. When I wear my hair like this, you know, it's pretty much up like this. It's extremely loose, but it keeps it off of my neck, because let me tell you, it is still hot in Houston. Super hot. It's super hot in Houston. So, and I sweat. So I don't want to get the back of them. So I just kind of pull them up like this. And so, yeah, that's it. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to bumping closer and closer to year 3. But 30 months is feeling good, and I am loving the progress. And I should have wore a different shirt so you could truly see the length. Y'all, is hanging. I'm going to try one more time before we go past my shoulders in the back. And for a little while, I had a crazy looking ducktail kind of thing, and it's kind of blending in. I also realized, like, just like before, my hair grows longer on one side than the other, but that's always been true. It actually masks it pretty well though. So yeah. And can you imagine, like, if you look back at my intro, I mean, you saw the intro at the beginning of this video, how spacey my hair was, how many gaps I have, and I still have, you know, you still see it like this. But now when I see it, it makes it look more like it's neat versus it being like scalping. So I'm gonna end this video with encouraging all of you who are either thinking about getting Sisterlocks or you are at the beginning of your Sisterlock journey, especially for us sisters with that thin and fine hair. When we got that double whammy, it's kind of hard to see or think that you could have a foolish appearance. And I hope that I encourage you to let you know you can gain a foolish appearance, especially for me being a person where I don't have the sides like most people. So that means all of these places where hair would have been, I don't have it, and I still have a really good look. And so I just say be patient. Be patient and really learn your hair and learn the things that allow your hair to thrive and flourish. I know that my hair grows like crazy in the summer. We are seeing that now. That's not year round. But because I knew that, like things like the products that I use, the essential oils that I put into my spray, all of those things I take into consideration when I know it's at the growth time of the year for me and my hair. So you can do it. Can you have Sisterlocks with fine thin hair? Yes, you can. Do I feel like they're weak? Do I feel like they're about to break off? No. Sometimes I'm actually amazed, because you know how sometimes you'll pull on it or lean on it, or if I'm in bed with my husband and like he accidentally, like, it's, yeah, stuff like crazy stuff happens. But the point is, it is so strong. And that's the thing that, you know, you think because they're thinner that you got to be a little more cautious. That's not true. And so I hope that this is encouragement to you. If you haven't already, check out the old videos, even the ones that I had to reload. If you watched them before, go ahead and watch them again. Don't forget to give a thumbs up on this video and those. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to talking with you all, hopefully sooner than later. Take care and goodbye.
If I can't have you, I don't want you to have anyone. And if you don't want me, there's something wrong with them, right? Maybe I got problems that I don't tell anyone. Have I lost my perception? Feel like I wanna do something wrong now. Packing all your belongings. Say you wanna take some time, but if you say we'll meet again, why'd you have to take everything?